Ladies and gentlemen, we are here in the main event. We're gonna see the Universal Champion back in action after a very grueling, a very exciting, a very plot-turning, a lot of wheels going, a lot of energy was put into that match, but he walked out the champion like he promised the world. He said, "You're gonna hear and still at the end of the night." No matter what Gregory Ham did, Adrian Frost had an answer. And he walked out with the Universal Champion. He is still Universal Champion is what I should say. The championship staying around the waist of Adrian Frost. As you know, we already know who his next opponent is. Mr. Money in the Bank, the Intercontinental Champion himself, Solo Sikoa. Now where will that go? Where will that take him? We don't know what Solo Sikoa is going to do with that Money in the Bank briefcase. But it is what it is. Adrian Frost, still Universal. And he had a big match ahead of him tonight. The person he's going against tonight is not a slouch. The person he's going against tonight is arguably could be the next Universal Champion. And it's not Solo Sikoa. It's the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne, the Bruiserweight. That's who Adrian Frost is facing tonight. Just almost not even a week after his grueling match with Gregory Hams, he's going against the Bruiserweight. Back to back. This is a pay-per-view match, and you guys are getting it in the main event of SmackDown. Pete Dunne and Adrian Frost. I guess I don't know what's going on. This is a pay-per-view match. Pete Dunne, the Bruiserweight, he's been looking for an opportunity to step up big ever since he left NXT, and defeating the champion could be what he needs. Defeating the champion could be great for his career, because not only do he get a guaranteed title shot, he can win the title. He can knock Adrian Frost off the top of the mountain. He can knock Adrian Frost off the top of the throne where he stands. Pete Dunne, the Bruiserweight. This should be a very, very good match. This match should be amazing. Adrian Frost, Universal Champion. Pete Dunne. The bell is officially rung. Adrian Frost kicking Pete Dunne with a chop. Now right hand. Pete Dunne dragging Adrian Frost to the corner, slam him on the turnbuckle. And now Pete Dunne getting reversed. Now he's getting thrown into the turnbuckle. Pete Dunne running into a suplex. Because we know Pete Dunne likes to bruise and beat his opponents. Adrian Frost likes to dismantle his opponents, like to pick them apart slow and methodically. So this should be a very good match. Uppercut by Adrian Frost. We've been seeing a new side of Adrian Frost ever since he won that Universal Championship. He doesn't really play to the crowd like he did when he first came back. He's more of a solo guy. He's more of a, anti-hero is what you should say. He's just by himself is what he feels like. Right hand. And a suplex to Pete Dunne. The Universal Champion is on top right now. Pete Dunne running into another suplex. No, Pete Dunne flips out of it. Universal Champion. Russian leg sweep. Just when you thought Pete Dunne was going to get some offense, the Universal Champion gets back on the... shows you why he's the Universal Champion. Big Russian leg sweep to Pete Dunne. Picking up Pete Dunne chop. Right hand. Rolling him through. Got him in the leg lock. Got him with the leg submission. It's locked in. Pete Dunne with a kick to the face. That could shatter your nose. Pete Dunne with that boot, dragging it right to Adrian Frost's face. Monkey flip by Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne now sending the Universal Champion to the apron. Universal Champion, right hand. And a big springboard forearm. Springboard forearm takes down Pete Dunne. Picking up Pete Dunne with a chop to the chest. Knee. Trying to go for that knee to the face. Then the knee to the back combo. Pete Dunne had him scouted though. Now he's grabbing Pete Dunne. and just throwing them, just tossing Pete Dunne across the ring as the Universal Champion signaling the end of the match, picking up Pete Dunne. Oh, he's going for the pedigree. I can't see. I don't know what's happening. Switch the camera angle. Pete Dunne reverses the pedigree. Pete Dunne reverses the pedigree. Big reversal by Adrian Frost back up to his feet. Just slinging the Universal Champion is what Pete Dunne is doing. Pete Dunne does not seem to be feared. He does not seem to have any fear of the Universal Champion. Picking up Pete Dunne is Adrian Frost. Adrian Frost trying to pick Pete Dunne apart slow and methodically, but it's just not working. Pete Dunne, Adrian Frost using his body weight to stop himself from hitting the ropes. But Pete Dunne said, I'm going to make you hit the ropes anyway. Those rebound shots are very vicious. Pete Dunne stepping foot on the apron. Now Pete Dunne going to the top rope. Universal Champion ducks under. Pete Dunne. He sees the opportunity. Maybe set up for the frog splash. No, Pete Dunne gets up. Pete Dunne with a punch right to the gut. Picking him up. Pete Dunne, right hand. He got Adrian Frost in position. Bitter in. This could be it. The Universal Champion. 1, 2. No, Universal Champion kicks out. Adrian Frost gets the shoulder up. Pete Dunne almost had a guaranteed title match. And now Adrian Frost is in trouble after that bitter end. He might still be shaken up. I think that was a bad decision on Pete Dunne's part to throw him outside the ring. You should have kept him in the ring, kept going with the series of attacks. But instead, he threw him to the outside, let him recover. The Universal Champion is now recovered, and now Pete Dunne paying attention to the crowd. The crowd was getting in Pete Dunne's head. He was trying to tell the crowd to shut up. And Adrian gave Adrian a perfect opportunity to capitalize. Pete Dunne up to his feet. Adrian Frost, what a stunner off the top rope. Stunner off the top rope. Got Pete Dunne it down. 1, 2. No, Pete Dunne kicks out. The Bruiserweight stays in this match. And now Adrian Frost trying to go for a chop. Pete Dunne reverse it. Kicking him in the gut. Trying to go for a kick. Sending Pete Dunne to the corner. Pete Dunne running into a series of strikes with the legs. Adrian Frost, we know what he's looking for. Face wash. Dropping Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne is in the drop zone. Adrian Frost with a frog splash. Going for the cover. This could be it. 1, 2. No. Kick out by Pete Dunne. Is this his back-to-back grueling matches for the Universal Champion? And we are only 2 weeks away from the pay-per-view where he has to defend the title against Solo Sikoa. Pedigree. Pedigree to Pete Dunne. 1, 2. No, Pete Dunne kicks out. As you see, the champ is starting to get frustrated. The champ is starting to feel angry. But you cannot let your emotions take over you when you're going against an opponent like Pete Dunne. He's picking up Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne reversing. Universal Champion ducks under. Pete Dunne send him off the ropes, trying to go for an attack, but Pete Dunne just ran right into him to stop the attack. Trying to go for a super kick. Pete Dunne moved out the way. Pete Dunne, knee to the face, taking him down with a double axe handle to the back. Pete Dunne going to that middle rope. Adrian Frost up to his feet, punching him in the gut. And now picking up Pete Dunne. Adrian Frost on the attack. Slamming him down on that arm. Pete Dunne is down. Adrian Frost now picking up Pete Dunne. Chop to the chest there. To the corner. Big reversal from Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne. Big reversal from Adrian Frost. Trying to go for a running super kick. Pete Dunne moved out the way. Pete Dunne stunned after that elbow and a suplex. Pete, that elbow knocked as that elbow stunned him. I'm not even sure Pete Dunne even knows where he is anymore. Call him up to his feet. Running super kick to Pete Dunne. Going for the cover. The Universal Champion. 1, 2, 3. Adrian Frost survives again. But what a main event, ladies and gentlemen. Adrian Frost and Pete Dunne put on a grueling match. In just 2 weeks, Adrian Frost has to defend the title against Solo Sikoa. And I think that should be a very great match. The Universal Champion celebrating in the ring. That was a great win for Adrian Frost. Here we go, main event again. This is the go-home show. Before the pay-per-view, Adrian Frost has to face Pete Dunne again as Pete Dunne declared a rematch. Adrian Frost, Pete Dunne staring each other down, and Pete Dunne not wasting any time going right after Adrian Frost, beating the hell out of the Universal Champion. Pete Dunne is very frustrated, and you can see it on the way he's just attacking Adrian Frost. He just beat the hell out of Adrian Frost at the start of the match. The match is back up to the feet. Adrian Frost is gonna walk out. He said, "I'm done." Adrian Frost leaving the building.